All right, hello everyone. Sorry for the delay. YouTube was broken. I did not fall asleep. This was actually YouTube's fault. I scheduled this live stream yesterday and I went live at 5 o'clock. And after a few minutes, I was like, no one's here. This is kind of weird. So I messaged Candy. I said, no one's in my stream. She's like, I can't find it. So I went to my channel and lo and behold, my live stream was not on my channel. I don't know where I was live streaming to. The Martians, I don't know. But we got it fixed and we are back. And we are here. I blame YouTube. Yeah, I think it might have been the live stream that I did on my phone. Sunday might have messed up this live stream because I scheduled my live stream for today and then I went live yesterday. And I think that might have caused some problems. The Turtle Girl says, Jimmy, what happened to your video? We will get into that, Turtle Girl. Basically, you see the name of the stream, I think, is Monday Night News. I just want to be clear. This is not Fish Fam News. That is JH Aquatics. I just didn't know what to name the stream. And Monday Night News had a certain ring to it. We're going to be talking about a few topics. So, not Fish Fam News. Head on over to JH Aquatics if you want Fish Fam News. This is just ranting. Okay, so now we got that out of the way. We are going to talk about Swisky, old Jimmy here. Jimmy, stop using copyrighted music in your videos. Please, for the love of God, stop. If you guys don't know, Jimmy released a video that was blocked in like 235 countries today because in his last 4 or 5 videos, he's used copyrighted music. And, I know you have access to thousands of good, non-copyrighted music. So stop. People want to watch your video, man. They want to be your friend. You're on Facebook. Why you gotta lie? So yeah, calling out Jimmy. Stop. People want to see. So I'm going to be talking about a few things. I will try to keep up with chat. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming. We can see everyone who's here. We got the $4.20 super chat from the new mechanic. That is true. We're going to have another new mechanic here, too. There we go. Zenzo. Zenzo doesn't know this yet, but he's going to be my new gym buddy. So I started going to the gym. This is a tangent. I'm going to get on a lot of tangents, but we'll cover all the topics that you guys don't know about yet. But I did go to the gym, and I tore my right rotator cuff or cuff. I don't know. So yeah, bad form. So going forward, Zenzo is going to be my new gym buddy, my virtual gym buddy, Zenzo. But anyways, that's something else. Who else do we got here? We got Big City Bettas. Hello. Well, I wish I could say hi to everyone, but I'm not going to. There is already a lot of people here. So hello to everyone that's in the chat. Okay, next up, we got Jimmy's copyrighted videos out of the way, and we're still gonna talk about Jimmy. And I'm going to give you the Patreon sales pitch that I said I would never do, but this is actually something I believe in. This is only for people that are interested. I did create a new Patreon tier that involves Jimmy and his work. I don't know if you guys are familiar with SwiskyShots.com. It's his new website. He is selling prints for $30. Amazing photos. And I kind of beat him up a little bit, and we created a $20 tier on my Patreon that is going to every month send you one of his prints. It's going to be an exclusive print, not available on the website. It'll just be random. You don't get to choose what it is, but it's going to be nice. Obviously, it's Jimmy, and we're only opening up a few spots so we can kind of test the waters and see how that goes. A lot of people have already signed up, which is great, but just throwing that out there for people who appreciate Jimmy's work. This is not about making money. Like I said, he sells them for $30. We're doing it on Patreon as $20. By the time I pay Jimmy, taxes, and shipping, I make about $1.24 on that tier. So this is me trying to get Jimmy out because I think Jimmy is by far the most talented fish tuber as far as videography and editing, by far the best. And so I beat him up a little bit. We're working together. I got him to take $10 off. You're gonna get an exclusive print, and most of the money is still gonna go to Jimmy. So Jimmy does not have a Patreon, so that's why I did this. So yeah, Tazawa Tank says that Jimmy does amazing work. It is true. I probably should have had his website up and ready. If you want specific prints, just go to Swisky Shots. Although I should have had a link ready because no one can spell Swisky. So yeah, just getting that. There's my sales pitch. Although it's not really a sales pitch because, like I said, only Jimmy is making money. And even then, it's far less than what he would make if he were to actually buy it on his website. But we're trying to get the word out. I'm trying to get Jimmy's, product out there and give his website a jump start. So that's kind of the reasoning. And I think it's awesome to collaborate through Patreon because nobody else is. So I'm trying to do something different on Patreon, and we're gonna see how it goes. So far, people like it, so we'll see. Swisky equals the GOAT. Yeah, I mean, there's no one else that even compares. And Jimmy yells at me all the time for how terrible I am with my camera. I deal with it. But yeah, pimping out Jimmy, I guess. I guess. Dank Tank says Luca Moles. I call him Luca Moles. I don't care that I'm not pronouncing it right. But no. For people who are not on Instagram, I put a picture of some dart frogs there at my local reptile store. Just because they're awesome. But I will not be getting them. I blew my reptile budget on something else. That should be here on Wednesday, but probably won't be on the channel for quite a while. All right, what else do we got to talk about? So we're going to talk about what everyone's probably tired of hearing about, and that's the aquatic experience. If anyone is in my Facebook group, you will probably know what's going on. And that is basically, I am kind of sick and tired of the aquatic experience and how they basically treat their fish. If you guys may not know, but there was over 600 bettas abandoned at the aquatic experience this year. And that's just bettas. That's not the other animals, the other fish that were brought. That is just bettas, which to me is absolutely ridiculous. It was two different vendors, and they did have homes lined up for them. The problem is, at least this is my take on the story, and I might be wrong. These vendors bolted before the people that were supposed to pick up the bettas came and got them. And lo and behold, one of the two people that were supposed to pick them up never showed up. So this is, and not even to mention the fish, all the bettas that they killed in the betta scape contest. This is probably going to get me in trouble with a lot of people, with maybe with other YouTubers. Definitely going to get me in trouble with the aquatic experience people, because everyone wants it to be rainbows and sunshine. But this is 2 years in a row where they've killed a lot of fish, and I've been the last 3 years. The first year was really overwhelming. I'm sure it happened the first year I was there too, but it's really overwhelming, and there's so much to see that you don't really see that. The second year I saw it, and I saw it again this year, to just leave 600, I think it's 634 bettas just left on a table and just gone. Like that's absolutely ridiculous. And just not acceptable, especially when you have all these vendors that claim that they're like the best in the aquatic industry. You can go to any of their websites, look at their mission statements, and that's just completely opposite of every single one of these companies' mission statement, as well as, the WPA and the AE. So, that also being said, I'm not someone to just be an armchair warrior. I don't know what they call, what do they call the internet tough guys or whatever that just hide behind a camera. I did fire some shots today. We'll see. I have sent emails, phone calls to AE, to vendors, to sponsors. I have other people emailing. I haven't assembled the Steenfott Aquatics army yet. I haven't, asked for help yet. But after some people heard the story, they volunteered to help. So other people have contacted AE and vendors, and we'll give them some time to think, to respond. If they respond, I don't think anyone's going to respond because, quite simply, I'm a nobody. So who cares? Keyboard warrior, that's it. There's a lot of keyboard warriors out there that, don't practice what they preach. And I'm definitely not one of those people. I'm not afraid to piss people off. I'm not afraid to ruin relationships. We'll see. I don't apologize for things I said or will say. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. It should be interesting. As far as what happened to the bettas, so basically what was supposed to happen is they had set up 2 local fish stores to each take their fair share of the bettas. One local fish store did not show up. They backed out, and that left this one fish store to take. Luckily, graciously, they took them all because this local fish store cares about fish, unlike apparently the vendors in AE. But yeah, so they're now sitting. There's somewhere out there. There's a picture of 600 bettas lying in the whole row of this fish store. I wish I could have saved the picture or remember where I saw it. But it's just ridiculous for this now local ma and pa fish store now has to care for 600 bettas when anyone could have just came up to the YouTube booth. There's 50 of us YouTubers. We could have found, between the 50 of us, we could have found homes for all these fish before we even left the day they would have had homes. But nope, they're just going to bag them up, leave them on a table, and bolt. Now, I will say that one of the 2 vendors, which was Sakari, they did take, from what I was told by the betta channels here, they did take good care of the fish. They fed them. They did the water changes. They took them out of the convention center that is not heated. So they took them back to the hotel, kept them in heated rooms. That is awesome. But they failed miserably by leaving them on a table and just leaving the convention. And they're not the only one. It wasn't just bettas. This happens every year with fish. Now there is another company, which I won't name yet. I'm gonna see how they respond. That killed all their betta fish because they left them in there overnight, where it was cold, and they killed all the betta fish. So we'll see if anything comes of this. I think it's very disheartening that this has to happen to fish. We all make mistakes. I've killed my fair share of fish. Everybody that's in the chat right now, every YouTuber has made mistakes and killed fish. But this isn't an accident. This is something that was done on purpose. And Aquarium Co-op shared it in their group. Okay, is that where it was? But yeah, Priscilla says she would have taken a handful home. I know, like Green Oasis Farms, Michael said he would have taken a couple dozen. We all could have taken some home and donated them to our local fish clubs, donated them to schools, could have done anything. When I went betta crazy last summer, I think, and I had like 30 some bettas, I was really overwhelmed, and I gave them all away. I donated them all. I took a bunch of them to the local fish club, and we auctioned them off. I donated all the money back to the fish club. There's things you can do besides leaving fish. This is like when you look at those videos on YouTube of people who go dumpster diving at Petco and find like goldfish and iguanas like alive in the dumpster. I mean, they might as well just throw them away. It's ridiculous. What they did is not any better than just throwing them away, in my opinion. And I know Chris, Jobs Aquarium Tanks, he has room for probably a few hundred at least. I paid $2 to win one. Yeah, and that brings up another point. Is like this whole... So basically, here's what it is. Akari brought in all these bettas, and they had this circus game of ring toss. Toss the ring, win a betta. Which that kind of stuff is illegal in most states, and everything is illegal in Jersey. So I would assume it's illegal there too, but it may not be. It's just ridiculous to have carnival games to give away animals. I don't know. It's very disappointing. Like I said, last year they killed a bunch of fish. This year they killed a bunch of fish and abandoned hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of fish. So that, if you're wondering why I'm not going back to AE next year, that is why. It is not because it's in Jersey. All right, that's not the reason. It's just I'm not going to continue to support, you know, an organization that does this to animals. I'm just not. So I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not asking other people not to go. Feel free to go, have fun. It was an awesome time. But like I said on Facebook, we could have had a fish gathering anywhere and had a good time. It has nothing to do with the people that were there, as far as, you know, the YouTubers, the subscribers. That to me, that is completely separate of what happened at AE and what they did. Creative Pet Keeping says fish should come first at an aquatic expo. Absolutely. Like, I mean, that comes back to me saying, like, all these companies, you know, claim to be the best in fish care and fish products, but they're not. They're not. You may have good products, but this is not what you do with fish. Big City Beta says it's a disgrace to the hobby. It absolutely is. Zenzo says, have to drive up the road to pick up my daughter. Should be back in 15 or so. Awesome. And I'm sorry I've been ignoring your guys' comments, but you know how I rant sometimes. I think I saw the Fish Beast in here. I think. Hello. Good to see you in here. Master Beta, one of the best names ever. As you can tell, I haven't fixed my mouse yet, so I'm trying to get back to the bottom. Lucas is here. Hello. We got a lot of people here, and I just want to say hello to everyone. I appreciate all of the other channels coming out. And, you know, again, I'm not asking for people. Palmer Aquatics, hey, buddy, you're going to do things here. Palmer, I think I accidentally deleted your friends request on Facebook, so I resent it. It was not personal. I'm not very good at that kind of stuff, so yeah. Anyways, I'm glad you're here so I can tell you that it was an accident. If I deleted your friends request, it was an accident, but I resent it back to you. Every time I post something in the chat, I get a timeout. You didn't get timed out this time. Because of what you're asking, Matt. Oh, well, I don't know what's going on, but hello, Matt's Fish Keeping. So sad. Rachel O'Leary, yeah, so I went on another mod deleting spree. So Rachel O'Leary was a mod, but you're not anymore, but now you are. I deleted a bunch of mods, so, you know, people come and go. It's easier for me just to wipe it all over and then add people back than to try to figure out who's here and who's not. And being a mod means absolutely nothing. I don't ask my mods to do anything, so don't worry about it. With the wrench comes no additional responsibility. Matthew says, how do you feel about the mini complete tank? I don't know what you're referring to. KG Tropical says, wow, you get all the YouTubers in your stream. I don't. You were a mod once too, but you left for a year, so we'll remod you as well since you're back. All right. Bob, you didn't tell me about this Saturday, shameful man. Yeah. So Saturday, I met with Bentley and the North Seattle Aquarium Society had a meeting, and I went to the first one. So that was a lot of fun. Hoping maybe we can promote it more and get some more people. I'm really excited about the group of people. It's the first time I've met them, and even the first time I talked to a lot of them. So it was a ton of fun to just, you know, of course it's a ton of fun to just hang out and nerd out with fish. So I bought a bunch of plants from Bentley and gave Bentley my Bosemani, my Gary Lang Bosemani rainbows I gave to Bentley for free in exchange for some fry later. You know, someone's got to breed those things. I'm not the person to do it. I don't have the patience to breed rainbow fish, so. Simply Beta says, jealous of your fish clubs. Yeah. Well, I'm just excited to have a fish club that meets on the weekends. Like, I mean, there is like 10 people there. That's awesome to me. Yeah, versus, well, Seattle Aquarium Society does their meetings at 7:30 on a Tuesday night. You know, I get up at between 3 and 4 a.m. every day. It just doesn't work out for me. Mob Guppy says, I was being sarcastic. I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm missing a lot of the chat right now. It's nothing personal. Finally, I can turn on my sound. Hi, everyone. Wow, I'm geeked. So many people here I follow. I'm just glad to see you back, buddy. I have put your tank rack to good use. So some of you may remember my 320 longs. That was a fish beast that built that, and I bought it from him. He uses safe. Oh, am I missing questions? That is horrible to abandon beautiful animal. Hopefully they'll be okay. Yes, thankfully there are YouTubers that actually care about fish that found them at least a place to live until they get their forever homes. I'm the fish beast's favorite YouTube celebrity. Kang Lee is here. Barbara, hello. Kang Lee, it was an absolute pleasure to finally see your guppies in person. Those things are just smoking. They look so good. But then I headed on over to the website, and you're like sold out of everything. It doesn't surprise me, though. The Fish Beast says, I'm honored. Yeah, so the Fish Beast is always going to have a special place in my heart. Because I bought that 20-gallon rack, I think it was like a month and a half or 2 months after my dog was really sick and had 3 operations. And he was kind enough to drive it up to me, and then also had some toys for my dog. So if you guys ever want to know how to butter me up, it's through my dogs. That's pretty much the only way. Bracken says, I never get to go to GSAS because of their time. Yes, I will be going to the big auction that's coming up in 2 weeks. I think the 11th or the 10th or that weekend, because it's on a weekend. So surprise, surprise, a lot of people are going to show up. And it's going to be awesome. And Bentley says, I'm the insane person who likes raising stupidly fragile fry. Yeah, well, fragile fish, but I am just not. I love my rainbows. Obviously, I love my rainbows, but I am just not interested in breeding rainbows at all. At all. Oh, man. It's, jeez. I've had rainbows hatch up and, you know, grow up in my tanks, but that's it. Never on purpose. Kang says, more coming, I promise. Bentley Pasco says the 10th. Yes, Pasco, Bentley Pasco. Thank you, my friend. Rachel O'Leary says, did they change the date for me? I don't think I was there on a Tuesday, but honestly, I don't remember. Yes, you were here on a Tuesday. And I remember, Rachel, because I actually drove down on a Tuesday, which I never do. I didn't even go down for Gary Lang on Tuesday, but I did go down when you were here on Tuesday. Did I just say I went down on? Anyways, no, I'm just kidding. I was sick when Gary Lang was here, but I did come and see you when you were here on Tuesday. Brock says, listening to your live stream while studying for my economy test. I'm assuming economy. I loved economy, economics, I should say, when I was in college. That was one of my favorite classes. What is a wrench and what does it do on the live streams? A wrench is someone who can ban you, who can time you out. I remember thinking how tall you were. I still don't understand that. I mean, I was the tallest one in the picture, but I'm not that tall. I'm only 6'1". I feel like people make it out like, oh man, you're so much taller in person. Like I'm like 7 feet tall or something, but I'm only 6'1". Bracken says, that was the first time I met Bob in person. That was true. That was true. A lot of people show up for Rachel. That's why she gets the big bucks. I teach AP Economics, micro and macro. Love it. Yeah. Yeah, that was my favorite thing to learn about. Was like micro and macro, and you know, the difference between, well, I'm not gonna get into that. This is a fish channel, not an economics channel, but it was very eye-opening. I guess like taking economics really helped me manage my finances. So yeah. Anyways. Bob's a monster next to the shorties. I wish to visit Rachel's someday at Rachel O'Leary. Hope the cap is mending. Yep. Bob is the only guy who is actually as tall in person as he appears in videos. Steenfott Aquatics, new to the YouTube fish scene. Give us your 30-second autobiography. I'm just a random dude that doesn't know very much about fish. So if you're new to my channel, I do not claim to be an expert. This is purely for fun. So if you want the experts, you got to go to other channels. This is kind of like me just documenting my hobby. I don't have a lot of local fish nerds next to me, so doing the live streams is like me getting to hang out with, like, you know, like 100 fish nerds. So yeah. Palmer Aquatics says, I'm 6'4", how tall is he? Yeah, see, Palmer Aquatics is way taller than me. You got a good 3 inches on me, buddy. I'm never standing near Bob. I'm 5 feet tall. It's alright, it's alright. Where did your head go? What are you talking about? I don't know. I mean, it's a green screen, so, like, parts of me will disappear. Someone's always got to be taller. Can the man revel in his tallness for once? Uncle Bob, I come from little people. I am 5'7", and I'm the tallest member of my extended family. Man. Just make a video of your fish, Matt. You'll get better as time goes. Oh, somebody asking an actual question. River Life, it was good to see you again, my friend. I mean, it was good to see everyone. That's my takeaway. That's what I try for my takeaway to be, was meeting everyone, hanging out with everyone. I missed the Friday meet and greet dinner because I was an idiot and took a red eye. Here I thought I was going to be a genius and take the red eye, save me $200 on a hotel for one night. But no. So I took the red eye. Got to the hotel around 7:30. Of course, you can't check in until 4, but I begged and pleaded and gave them the saddest puppy dog eyes until they eventually upgraded me to another more expensive room at no cost to me. So I'm very grateful for them. And I got top floor overlooking the New York skyline. That was awesome. I crashed for a couple hours. I went to the AE at around noon. And then I left early around 5 because the dinner was at 7:30. So I was going to try to take a nap for a couple hours. Set my alarm. It never woke me up. I ended up waking up around 9:30 or 10. And yeah, so I completely missed the Friday night, get together. But I was there Saturday night, and it was a lot of fun. So I'm still sad that I missed the Friday one, though. Ed's Fish says, been loving the reptile content lately. Can't wait for more. I got some new reptiles coming this week. New fish next week, and I'm sure I'm going to come home with the auction with at least some plants. So should be a lot of new stuff. I've got all these projects I got to do, but I'm still waiting. Actually, all my Eco Complete showed up today. My whole porch was just full of Eco Complete. I got like 5 boxes of Eco Complete. I'm doing 4 40-gallon tanks, and I'm waiting on backgrounds. I got some backgrounds from Universal Rocks that I got. So those should be here. They got shipped out today. So once all that comes in, then we'll start kicking off some projects. Until then, it's probably just going to be some random videos. Like my next video is going to be on Pogostemus stellatus octopus because that's one of my favorite plants. And I got a bunch of it from Bentley. So just, a quick video on that. Then I got a video coming out on the Fluval 3.0 because I bought my very first one. And I know I'm very late to the Fluval party. But I'm still going to make a video on it because that's what I do. I make videos on what I'm doing in the fish room. Primetime Aquatics. Hey, my friend. Barbara Jackson says, I bet your mailman loves you. No, they absolutely hate me, and I am complaining about what they did. So my porch is covered except for like a 3 square foot little section right when you walk up the stairs, and then the whole porch is covered. But I mean, okay, so these boxes, they're light for me, but they're not probably light for the mailman. Basically, like, threw them up the stairs and just left them in the pouring rain to where, like, the boxes were just absolutely destroyed. Just soaking wet. And I realize that water is not going to ruin the Eco Complete, but still, that is like, I mean, you don't know what's in there. Just because it's heavy doesn't mean that it's not, you know, it could have been a stereo receiver. Those are heavy. Could have been a desktop computer. You don't know what's in there. It says heavy and it says, well, it doesn't say fragile, but it does say heavy. That doesn't mean you know what's in there. A lot of stuff could have got ruined by sitting in the and it was pouring today. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna send a nasty gram over to them. If anything, I'll get a free month of Prime out of it. That's usually what they do for me. No, it is not dart frogs. River Life, it is not dart frogs, although I will eventually get real dart frogs. But no, I did get lizards. I haven't decided. It's going to be a while before I show them on my channel. And I don't know if I'm going to wait to the video to announce what I got. They were expensive enough to put off getting I know last week I said I was going to get a tortoise. That's probably not going to happen until spring now. But yeah, I'm very excited for these guys. The Fish Bee says, okay, I got to run. You take care. Hope to see you and the other northern fish folks again one of these days. Joel, you got to come visit us here, mate. Yeah, I'm trying to be more active in Washington Fish Box where you guys hang out, but I still forget about it. Like, I remember it like once every 3 days, and then I go in there and try to chat, and no one's ever there. Derp Gaming, Derp says, the Bosemani rainbows that are darker orange and blue, are those certain type or a strain produced by Gary Lang, and where can I get them? Alright, so they are actually more locality based on where they are collected, and obviously they're going to be better quality than farm bred. But like my lake, I never say this right, Atinjo Bosemanis are very, very reddish orange, and the females are insane. Like, the color on the females are absolutely insane. But that's their locality point. There's different locales where like it's more silver, more blue, more yellow, more orange. So that's kind of the deal there. Tara Williams says 184 watching, still only 30 likes. Come on, people, don't forget to hit the like. It's free. I lied. Most of my rumors are dead. Most of my rumors are dead? Oh, rummies. Rumors, rummies. I'm gonna do an update video on all your reptiles. I feel like I just did that like a week ago and only like 10 people watched, which is fine. I realize people aren't coming to a fish channel to watch reptiles. So the reptile videos, I'm trying to keep them kind of far apart, like maybe once a month, which is why I say I don't think you're going to see my new reptiles probably till the end of next month, because when you put out a video, when you average, say, like 5,000 views a video, and then I put out a reptile video that gets like 1,500 views, that tells YouTube that my channel sucks. So then the next videos after that kind of suffer. So I try to space them out a bit. But they'll definitely keep coming, and they'll get more popular as more reptile people find my channel. That's the hope, anyways. Chris says, hope the video got your mind off AE for a second. It's always nice to see rainbow fish, always. Racing's Natural Aquarium says www.steenfottaquatics.com. Yes, that is a great place if you want to support me. You know, my shirts are there, but you know, if you buy them, great. If you don't, that's great too, you know, whatever. But I also have my affiliate links there. So I'm someone, like, when I'm about to buy something on Amazon that's of significant value, I always go out of my way to try to find someone's affiliate link. Like I think the last time I bought something, I did it under Jimmy's affiliate, maybe. I don't remember. There's a few people whose affiliates I kind of rotate. Just so, you know, somebody, you know, doesn't cost me anything to make them a couple of bucks. So, yeah, my affiliates are there. Then I have affiliates with, obviously, the Amazon affiliate, which, Eco Complete, I don't know if it still is, but it's only $19.99 a bag, which is why I bought a ton of it. Which is a pretty good deal for Eco Complete. And then I have my Aquarium Co-op affiliate and my Flip Aquatics affiliate, where I believe it's still active. You can save 15% off crystal shrimp. I think it's still active. We'll see. I don't know. Someone go buy something and tell me. I'm just kidding. Anyways, I forgot to tell you slaughtering the crickets. Oh yeah, we did that video. Yeah, so I might keep the reptile videos like quick live streams like the Tegu video, simply so that it doesn't take away time from my fish videos, because making an actual video and editing it, it may not seem like it because I'm not that great of an editor, but because I'm not that great, it does take a long time for me to edit videos. So I may just keep the reptile videos as quick live streams because there's no editing at all. It's easy. So we'll see. But so there was the Tegu feeding, and I think like 3 or 4 videos before that is when I showed all my reptiles, I think. Charles says, your Tegu, once full grown, can sit on your lap as your new live stream buddy. Yep. Absolutely. Dang Tank says, time for a new channel. No, you guys remember, like, I was thinking about maybe changing my name to Steenfott Aquatics. Not Aquatics, Steenfott Exotics. But a few people said that sounds like a strip club, so I don't want to do that. And then I thought, what does the name of your channel, does it even matter? And I don't think it does. If you look at some of the names, like look at Jimmy, his channel name is Swisky. What the heck is a Swisky? No one even knows what that is. And when you search Swisky on YouTube, it says, oh, did you mean whiskey? And it shows you whiskey videos. But his channel is blowing up, so I don't really think the channel name matters that much, and I don't want to redo the logo. I really like my logo, so we're keeping the name Steenfott Aquatics, and like any channel, it's going to evolve over time. It's just going to happen. I came home after work to find out my dog loves fish food. It's true. I just recently found your channel. Any specific fish you love to keep? What is the most fun, oddest fish you keep or have kept? Well, that was a lot of questions. I gotta scroll over here. Okay, I just recently found your channel. Any specific fish you love to keep? Obviously, well, if you're new, it may not be obvious. My favorite fish are rainbow fish. My second favorite fish are cyprichromis, which are basically rainbow fish. They have all the same behaviors, pretty much. What is the most fun, oddest fish you keep? So I love my Mabu puffer. I love both my puffers. I have a Mabu puffer and a dragon puffer. My eel, that is question mark on what type it is absolutely awesome. I need to do a video on him feeding. I don't know why, I'm not very good at making feeding videos, but this eel goes crazy when I drop in frozen bloodworms. Absolutely crazy. I should probably make a video of it. So definitely, like, the eel is awesome, but puffers are probably they're not really odd, but more probably the most oddball fish I keep. But I have a lot of fish that you can't find, like just going to PetSmart or Petco or even like mom and pop shops, So I guess that's kind of my deal, kind of more rare stuff. I realized, like, I have a lot of different types. When I say a lot, I think I have like 3 or 4 different types of Synodontis, and not a lot of people know the different types of Synodontis. So I thought about maybe doing a video on the Synodontis, which are a catfish. Most people know the Petricola, the dwarf Petricola, or the Lucipennis. But I have like the Burchardi, I have the Pleurops. I call it Pleurops. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. And I think I have one more that I'm forgetting. I think I have 4 types of Synodontis, and they're just awesome catfish. Barbara Jackson says, oh yeah, I've never seen a hornworm bludgeoned by a lizard again. Oh, if I never. You know what? I have no idea what I'm doing wrong with hornworms, but I'll get like the thing of hornworms, and they're always dead the next day. And they're all gooey and mushy. Twice in a row. Oh yeah, the multipunctatus. I won't get the multipunctatus because it gets too big for me and my tanks. But it's basically a giant Lucipennis if you don't know what a multipunctatus is. And if you don't know what a Lucipennis is, it's basically a dwarf multipunctatus. They look almost identical. Bracken says, oh my god, those Synodontis Burchardi are so cool. I saw a video of those from like 3 years ago. That's how I found your channel. Yeah, and they're getting... they were already pretty big. They're pretty much full grown, but They are super awesome. They're really, I'm not gonna say food aggressive, but they really kick it into overdrive when you feed the tank. How big is the tank behind you? I think it's a 55 gallon. I think 55, 60 gallons. So much activity in that tank. Drop some food for us. Oh, this is a video, by the way. If you're new to my channel, this is a recorded, looped video. This tank actually does not even exist anymore. If you come to my channel, I kind of rotate through the green screen, so I'm in front of a green screen. I'm not actually in front of this tank. Dank says, keep them in a room that's not so humid. If you're keeping them in the fish room, and it helps to set them on like a wire rack so the cup can get good airflow. Yeah, so that's kind of what I was thinking. I did move the last batch I brought. I did move them out of the fish room, but I think it was just too late. Just too late. You're not weird, KG Tropicals. Just do bald guy with water box. What? I don't even know what that means. Bald and Dangerous. Love the name. Yeah, that's Doug. Bald and Dangerous is Doug. Has some pretty nice tanks. Follow him on Instagram. Bob's lying. He's really tiny, and that's his 20 long behind him. Charles Steenfott. Charles Fish Tanks says, Steenfott Aquatics ETA on your next viewer home show video. I am waiting for 2 more people, and then I'm cutting it off. That series is dead. It is dead. That also reminds me that I'm gonna start doing channel spotlights, and I think I named that in my title here. Yeah, and channel spotlight. So my whole goal with the viewer home show was so that, you know, I specifically wanted it only YouTubers, so that YouTube channels can send me their videos and they would get basically free advertising and just help spread awareness to all the other YouTube channels that are out there, because there's a lot of really good channels, and a lot of them are a lot better than mine, but unfortunately they're just smaller than mine. And so the whole deal with the home show was to just spread awareness to all the other channels, but a lot of people didn't take advantage of it. So instead of doing that, now I think every week on the live stream I'm going to spotlight one channel, and at least still do something to help, you know, spread the love on YouTube, because I've gotten my fair share, and you know, I just want to pay it forward. And this week I should have talked about this first. I want to talk about it first, but this week we are talking about the Fish Bowl, who I got to meet at the Aquatic Experience, and I'm going to link you his channel right now. Oh, I lost my chat. That's what I get. Here we go. So, and I'm not saying, you know, go subscribe to them. They're super awesome. I'm just asking that you give it a look, and if you enjoy it, you know, hit the subscribe box for him. This is a young man who started a YouTube channel. He has a lot of passion for the hobby, and yeah. So that's today's channel spotlight. The Fish Bowl, super awesome little young man. I was gonna say a little man because compared to me he is little, but he is a young man. And I think it's really important to kind of build up the younger generation. So yeah, if you want to spread some love over on his way, check it out. If you like it, subscribe. Aquatic Life MS says, I haven't made a video in 8 months. Lots of work while in the last year of college. Yep. My videos have been very sporadic lately, just because there's been so much going on. But come probably the middle of November, I still got a lot of stuff going on, but I think coming to the middle of November we're going to start ramping up videos again. The Fish Bowl lives about 30 minutes from me. That is awesome. Did you guys carpool? I know you didn't. Donna Morgan, hello. Good to see ya. Yeah, Jeffro, they can get huge, packed with hydration and calcium. No insectivore can resist them. Oh, are we still talking about hornworms? Because, yeah, they get huge and they grow really, really fast. Super fast. I was actually surprised. I went in there and I was like, I need your smallest ones. And then, like, in 3 days, they had, like, quadrupled in size. It was ridiculous. But they also poop like something that grows that fast, and it can get nasty pretty quick. When you started that, I was kind of salty at YouTube, and I had like 3 subs. I didn't want to waste your time. I mean, as long as you meet the requirements, then you know you're probably gonna get it included. Gary Duncan says, "Hey Bob, sorry I'm late. We're gonna be going late. I'm sorry, Jeff Rose, Fish Keeping. I know you go live after me, but I was a little late today thanks to YouTube. So to complete my hour, we will be going a little late. And I guess, you know, one thing I should do, I want to make sure I didn't miss any super chats. Chris, $4.20, and Joel, $1.24. That is pretty random. That is good. I just want to make sure I didn't miss any super chats while I was ranting for 20 minutes. Cole Schramm says, humidity will kill off your hornworms quickly for sure. That is good to know. So I will no longer keep them in the fish room. Yeah, how do I see the links you say you put up? Well, I only put up one link, which is, we can do it again. That is the Fish Bowls channel. You should be able to see it. If you can't see it, I'm not sure why. Adams Aquatics says, hey, just popped in. Good to see you. Scottish Aquatics, we were talking, well, kind of talking about you earlier. We were talking about our meeting on Saturday. Captain Savage Aquatics says, have a great night. Thanks for the stream, Bob. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Always good to see you, Brian. Whew. Candy says, good night, Brian. Yeah, I feel like I'm talking more than usual. Oh, as I look up, I see that I gotta show you guys the most ridiculous thing I have ever done since starting YouTube. And it's probably not the most ridiculous thing. Maybe the most ridiculous thing I haven't done on camera. But I got new shoes, and if you look at my new shoes, look at that. They are Steenfott Aquatics shoes. Woo, woo, woo. These are my new dance shoes for when we go to Aquashella. They're nice and slick on the bottom. You know, I'll be able to moonwalk and do the running man. I showed these in my Facebook group, and people messaged me and asked if they were real. There you go. These are real Steenfott Aquatic shoes. One of a kind. And we're really going to be cutting a rug when we go to Aquashella. I've been working on my dance moves. Got someone else is working on her dance moves. It's going to be great. I hope everyone has a great evening. So do I. Awesome shoes. I want some. Yeah. It's so dumb. It's so stupid. Like, so stupid. But it's awesome. Like, I don't know. It's one of those things that it's like, it's so dumb, it's actually cool. But, yeah. I'm going to save those for Aquashella. They are not for sale. They will never be for sale because they are a giant waste of money. So, yeah. I do like them, though. I do like them. Bald and Dangerous says, night, Bob. Thanks for the live stream. Excellent as usual. Thank you, Doug. Appreciate it. Bald and Dangerous. Simply Beta, you're going to need glow sticks. Oh, yeah. I'm going to incorporate... I think I have enough room in the soles here to put LED lights in. So we'll see. I'm a dancing fool. Yeah. I'm actually a pretty good dancer. You guys wouldn't guess it. But I'm actually... You know, I don't want to brag, but I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. For a big guy, I have very good balance and very good hand-eye coordination. You'd be surprised. Charles says, when I saw them on Facebook, I thought they were photoshopped. I thought there's no way Bob would stoop to this level. Boy, was I wrong. It's so stupid though. Like, the funny thing is, okay, so these are just cheap Chinese shoes. That's it. And they smell terrible. I don't know how to describe it. Kind of like they smell like a mix of like rattle can spray paint and acetone. So I'm sure I'm just gonna get cancer from the fumes, but they're pretty sweet. Infinity Aquatics says, I'm so mad I couldn't get to New Jersey and see tour guys. See you guys again. You guys again. There we go. Thank you. Put the shoes on your website. Oh, no. I would be Grilled cheese sandwich time later, Bob. I want some. I would be embarrassed for people if they bought these. What tank did your new Pleco go in? It went into my 40-gallon algae-covered tank that I showed in my last live stream. There's actually... So, at the Northern Seattle Aquarium Society... yes. Anyways. I did win a raffle, and I won an adult female... long fin green dragon bushy nose pleco that is gravid, and I happen to have some adult males, so maybe we'll get some babies, although I'm pretty sure the stress might have, you know, not been good. It's never good to stress out your fish when they're gravid, but we'll see. I might get lucky. I might get babies. Twin Cities Guppy says, you know you've made it when you've got shoes made after you. Jordans, Katie, Kobe's, LeBron's, Steenfott. I mean... I'm kind of a big deal, I'm just saying. Charles Fish Tank says, big bones, low center of gravity, impossible to tip over, ultimate dancing Bob. Yep. Yeah, continues to sniff shoe. It's like the first time I got Seachem Prime, and I was like, oh my god, that is the nastiest smelling stuff. And then I smelled it a couple more times. I did it the same thing when I discovered my first dead mystery snail. Which, if you've never smelled a dead mystery snail, that is by far the worst smell I've ever experienced in this hobby. But, you know, it's like, it's just one of those things, you know, you can't just smell it once. You got to be like, really? And then smell it again. Kind of like a bad fart. You know, your first reaction is, ugh, and then it's kind of funny how bad it smells. Maybe that's a bad example. Maybe that's just me because I'm, you know, have the maturity level of a 13-year-old. I don't know. Watching Bob dance is now a life's goal for me. Hey, it's going to happen at Aquashella. Aquashella is a music / art / fish festival. You got to dance. Why are you knocking on my nephew's work? What? Oh. I think that kind of went over my head, but I think I get it now. And it's too late to laugh at it. Been a while, but how many tanks have you up and running now? With fish in it, I have tanks up and running, but not all of them have fish. Let's see if I can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 tanks. Can I sing Sandstorm for you? No. No, I cannot sing. If you guys have been around on my second channel, you would know that I cannot sing. I did the floss at AE and almost no one saw it. There was another interesting dance that I won't mention that someone did too, and it's actually on video, but I won't talk about it. Tall guys can't dance ever. That is definitely like a stereotype that holds true. The worst is watching fish eat Seachem safe. Stuff smells horrible. I know. I don't understand it. I know fish can smell, so what the heck are they putting Seachem safe in their mouth for? Mr. Meowcat is still pooping, apparently. Alright, good to know. That's a lot. I only have 2. Well, hey, there was a time in my life when I only had 2 as well. You gotta start somewhere. The worst smell in the world, a dead marine snail that has been rotting. Hard to wash that stench off your hands. I'm assuming that the smell is going to be very similar to a dead mystery snail. I mean, just a dead smell in general. Swisky. Oh my god, Jimmy, how is Seattle area? What? Ever smelled catfish bait? Anyways. Talk about the secret dance on video. Nope. No, I can't do it. So, I do have blackmail on this person, but that person also has blackmail on me. So I don't want to start any wars with this person. So I'm not going there. You know, nothing bad, but still, I'm not starting any wars on letting info, pictures, videos get out there. Not gonna happen. Saltwater aquarium skin mate is about the worst smell ever. I don't even know what that is. but I'll take your word for it. Swisky says it's gloomy. Yeah, Jimmy, I happened to pull up the weather today, and like the next 12 days is all rain. I wanted to see like when the next time I could take my bike out, and the next 12 days is all rain. Shaq is tall and he can dance. I will say he knows dance moves, but I wouldn't say like he dances well. Maybe for someone that's 9 feet tall, he's probably a good dancer. 2-month-old rotten bloodworm. Well, here's the deal. Like, I had the clams. I lost a pack of clams in my Jeep over the summer, sitting in the hot sun for like a week, and even that smell did not compare to the smell of dead, rotting mystery snails. But yeah, rotten bloodworms are disgusting. But I'm still sticking with rotting, disgusting, dead mystery snails. Have you ever smelled a sewer? Because it smells bad. Yeah, they were doing septic work at my job today. So yes, I'm very familiar with that smell. Barbara Jackson says, send that rain down south. Love to take it off your hands. I mean, I love the rain, so it doesn't bother me at all. I just can't ride my motorcycle. Tess Art Mania, hello, hi, think tankers lurking in the back here while I draw away. Tess Art Mania is an artist, if you did not know. Art Mania, you know, might give it away. Terry Crews can dance. Yeah, but how tall is Terry Crews? Like, I don't think Terry Crews is as tall as people think he is. Morbid, but burning flesh is the worst. Stays in you for quite a while. Okay. Burning is probably pretty bad. Like, burnt hair smells really bad. But I've burnt myself plenty of times. I don't know, it wasn't that bad. Of course, it wasn't like burnt, rotting flesh or anything. It was just burnt, fresh flesh. I currently have 4 tanks. I literally spend most of my day trying to think of ways to convince my wife to let me get more. Well, I do not have that problem, so I have 19 tanks up with fish in them, about 24 tanks up with water in them, and then probably about 40 tanks in my garage. Yeah, I have too many. I'm going to start selling stuff here pretty soon. Like, I'm going to sell my FX6 because I don't use it, and I don't like canister filters, although it is a great filter if you like canister filters. So I'm probably going to clean that up and try to sell it next weekend, probably. I don't know. I just got a lot of stuff. What's that smell? It's like baby diapers and burnt hair. Baby diapers is pretty bad. I mean, I'm glad we're at a point on my live stream where we can talk about baby diapers, rotting burnt flesh, sewers. We've really hit the bottom of the barrel here, folks. Oh man, I could come by and set tanks up in your garage. It's a win-win. No, I don't want tanks in my garage. I have 1 tank set up in there now, and I'm already like freaking out and stressing about it over the winter, but we'll see. Terry Crews is listed as 6'3", so probably 6'1" in real life. Yeah, so he's about as tall as I am. Derp says, where can I buy your FX6 and how much will it be? I'm probably going to sell it for like $150. I feel like that's a fair price for a filter that's been used for about 2 months. And it sells for like $300. I don't know, do you guys think $150 is a fair price for an FX6? I think it's pretty fair. I think I could list it on Craigslist and maybe sell it in a couple weeks. Maybe Facebook Marketplace it. I don't know. But seems fair to me. Let's see. 6:06. We got a few more minutes. We're going to go till 10 after because I was late and because there is Jeffro streaming. Aquatic Life MS says, I was at 11 tanks, took down 2. My favorites are my dorm room tanks, Shelly's in 1 tank, and a high-tech Planet. Yeah, I don't give my Shelly tank very much love. I don't think I've shown it on my channel in probably almost a year. It's been a long time. Has anyone got a good nano canister filter? I can tell you I've had really good luck with the Phoenix FX360. which is like a mini canister filter. Well, it's not like a mini canister filter. It is a mini canister filter. $0 is not a fair price. That's not a fair price. Not even Clorox can get rid of rotten mystery snail. Yeah, I got that stuff on my hands and it was there forever. Forever. Jeffro's fish keeping will be live, or he might already be live. I don't have my notifications turned on while I'm live streaming, but I know he goes live at 6. I'm just going till 6:10 to complete my hour. Man, this was a fast hour. Yeah, I was kidding. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a fair price for you, but it's certainly not a fair price for me. I mean, I'm not looking to make like $1 million off of it, but Mandolin, that comment's not going to get through the filter, but we will show it. Oh, did I hide it? No, there. Ever had to take a dog in to get anal glands expelled? Worst smell ever. Knock on wood. I have never had to do that, and I hope it stays that way. Bob, what's the best substrate for farming out plants? Alright, so my Phoenix FX360, I think that's it. I think. They only make one canister filter, and it's a nano filter, but I think it's 360. I think it's FX360, but I might be wrong. Anyways, where was that question? Best substrate for farming out plants. When I farmed out plants, I actually have pictures of it somewhere. I think I've showed them on my live stream, but I used Eco Complete. Which I realize is not the most cost-effective, but I feel like if you're farming out plants, it's going to pay for itself eventually anyways, if you're farming them out to sell. But yeah, I really like Eco Complete. I know a lot of people have, well, I'm not going to say that, but a lot of people like Fluval Stratum right now. It's kind of like the flavor of the month, but I'm yet to be impressed by it. You guys know it's in my 125-gallon tank, and we'll see how well it does when the tank settles down. But so far, my go-to is still Eco Complete. I mean, the best obviously is probably going to be the cheapest, you know, but also it also depends on PX360. It also depends on the plants. Like, if you're just growing like easy, low light, you know, low tech plants, then just go to Home Depot, go to your local rock yard, get some gravel. Otherwise, Eco Complete will always be my go-to. JH Aquatics is here. What's up, buddy? I talked about you in the beginning of the stream. You'll have to rewind. I just got 40 pounds off Amazon free shipping. Yes, I just had boxes and boxes of it. I'm going to post a picture of it on my Instagram. But yeah, all my Eco Complete showed up today, and they were nice enough to leave it out in the rain. And like I said, I know it's not going to hurt the Eco Complete. It still pisses me off that they would leave boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff in the only area of my porch that's not covered. But anyways, Fluval Substrate is the worst substrate I've ever had. I thought I was getting a deal when I got some free at AE. I was wrong. I wouldn't go that far. The worst substrate I've ever used, the worst planted substrate I've ever used is fluorite. That stuff was terrible. It's been about 3 years since I've used it, so I don't know if it's any better. But that stuff was absolutely awful. It was so dirty. Even after spending an hour rinsing it, I still put it in my tank, and it was just still dirty. I did probably water changes for hours. I had the pump pumping it out, the faucet pumping it back in, and finally at like 2 in the morning, I was like, screw it, and I scooped it all out. Like I said, to be fair, I haven't used it in 3 years. I don't know if it's any better. It might be cleaner now, but by far the dirtiest substrate I've ever used. I like adding some Fluval Stratum to other heavier substrate like sand, gravel, or Eco Complete because plants love stratum, but it's so light, it's tough to hold down the roots. Yeah. I didn't experience that problem because I have like 4 inches of substrate, so it's pretty, at 4 inches it's pretty easy to get plants to stay there, but not everyone likes that. A lot of people go for like that 1 to 2 inch. I like deeper substrate, but Is there any triggers to get sips to breed? I haven't noticed any. Mine just breed. Mine breed when I feed heavy and when I do water changes, but that's almost how I always do it, like water changes and feed a lot. So I don't know. Maybe I could give you like the standard answer, which is lots of, lots of live frozen food is a good way to get fish to trigger, and water changes is another good way. If you're having problems with Cyprichromis, some of the problems can be your water parameters. They're Lake Tanganyikan. They like a high pH. So, if your water is acidic, they might not breed. If you've got, captive bred, they might be more adaptable to more acidic water. Like I've got my Cyprichromis down to like 7 pH breeding. But that's like, I don't even know how many generations I'm into my Cyprichromis, but if you're getting like wild caught fish, you might want to check your pH, raise it, check your hardness. Just make sure your water parameters mimic Lake Tanganyika. Everyone out here lying about they inches. All right. All right, guys, it is past time. It has been past an hour. My ears were burning. Well, you're about an hour too late on the burning ears, but we just talked about the Fish Fam news. And that your Fish Fam news. I titled my live stream news today. It had nothing to do with Fish Fam news. I just wanted to make sure people know that if you want Fish Fam news, you got to go to the Fish Fam channel, and that's JH Aquatics. So yeah, I just wanted to let people know I'm not stealing your title or your idea. That's basically all we talked about. But is this a 2-hour stream? Nope, this stream is over. I started late, so I went late. I want to thank everyone for showing up, everyone who left a like, the super chatters, of course, Chris and Joel, thank you very much. And as far as what we talked about earlier with the aquatic experience, if nothing happens by next Monday, I think we might have to bust out the big guns, but we'll see. Again, thanks everyone, I appreciate it, and I will see you next week.